Hi, this is Kevin Maloney from the Maloney Method. Okay, this is the last in the series on biceps. Quick review. Monday we talked about the heavy fibers. We gave you 3 exercises for the heavy fibers. Wednesday, we gave you 3 exercises for the endurance fibers. Okay, we broke it down the form. Okay, today we're going to bring it together with some of the nuances for an actual training program. First thing you have to know is the warm-up, it's assumed. You have to warm your body up, okay? You will do the heavy exercises first, okay? A proper warm-up not only entails a physical warm-up, but it entails a mental warm-up. Because if you're prioritizing biceps, okay, if this is going to be your thing, okay, you have to put yourself in a frame of mind that this workout in this week is going to be different, okay? Because you're going to be more intense when you're doing the biceps, okay? So you do a physical warm-up, but you're also doing a psychological warm-up. You put yourself in a frame of mind, I am going into the ring, okay? I have to be ready for combat, okay? So your heavy exercises, you will do 3 sets each, okay? You will warm up to find the weight. You will find the weight that feels good for 4 or 6 reps with 1 or 2 left in the bank. Remember, it's effort. We're not working to exhaustion on the heavy weight. We are going for volume, okay? So you find your weight in each exercise. You find the weight that you do 4 or 6 with 1 or 2 left in the bank. You're getting the volume, okay? Remember your lighter weights, okay? You will do 8 to 10, 8 to 12 reps. Those are the ones where your form is strict. You will begin to fatigue up to the 8th rep. You will say, hey, this is too light. How many times have you heard that? Oh, this is too light. Then they get to rep 8, it's not so light, okay? You go to 12. Okay, you do 3 sets each of those, okay? That gives you a total of 18 sets, okay? Part of the Maloney method, when you're prioritizing a body part, you want to do them alone, okay? Because you are leaving it all on the floor, okay? So you're gonna do 18 sets. When you're done, you should be done, okay? Some of the other nuances you have to know is the speed of the rep is a factor, okay? Always remember that the negative comes down slower than the positive. Negative comes down slower than the positive. And you have to also remember in tough workouts, okay? You remember the things we talked about in some of the earlier shows, that you have a 24-hour buildup of will, then you use your will and it's gone, but in the morning you got a whole new bottle of will, okay? At the end of this type of workout, okay, that's that intense, you will say to yourself, how could I do this workout for 6 weeks, okay? You'll be able to do it because you get new will by the time you get to your next workout. Don't think about the next workout when you're at that state of exhaustion, okay? Now, when you're doing your rep part of the workout, which is always after the strength part of the workout, you have to do the strength part of the workout before you get to the reps. Because the way the physical works, okay? The way the physical works is if you did the reps before you did the strength, it would decrease your strength so dramatically you will never get to the strength fibers. If you do it the other way, you do your strength first, you have no problem going to a lighter weight with form. That's one of the rules of nature that we're always talking about. The body's a truth machine. When you're gonna lift something heavy, you gotta be, everything's gotta be on board. You can't have pre-exhausted, okay? Now, the intensity of the workout really increases when you get to the reps. I cannot emphasize this enough. You are going into the pain zone. Now, human beings, because of the way we operate, okay, it's just a natural thing to find the easiest way to get to a place or to accomplish something. Bodybuilding is different when you get into reps. You have to make it harder. You have to find the hardest way to get to where you're going. Now, when you get to those late reps, always remember you have more than you think you have, okay? It's just that you haven't dug deep in a long time. You're not used to digging deep because in everyday life, we just kind of cruise through and we manipulate. The wonderful thing about bodybuilding is there's no manipulation. It's honest. You literally will get out of it what you put into it. If you do not hurt and you do not go into that lactic acid, glucose, fatigue level, you're not going to get anything out of it, okay? But if you do, okay, here's the good news. In 6 weeks, you have a different arm. You have a different arm. You will be finding reasons to scratch your ear so you can go into a casual flex, okay? You will be finding reasons to point and give directions because your arms are different, okay? It's a 6-week investment. You're going to prioritize, you're going to train them once a week, and every 3rd week, you're going to train them twice. You're going to train them after a day off, okay? And you have to remember, the other workouts during your week will be less intense, okay? You keep the other body parts alive and ready and toned, but you don't prioritize the intensity that you're going to have with biceps on the other body parts because you can't take that much intensity, okay? So you got once a week, every 3rd week you're going to train them twice a week. You're going to do them after your day off, okay? And you're going to remember you can dig deep. You just haven't dug deep in a long time. You literally, on your rep work, you should be shaking at the end and the weights should drop out of your hands. Now, rest in between sets. Here's how it goes. You take as much as you need to accomplish the intensity that will happen when you're doing the set, okay? When you're doing the heavier weight, you have to wait until you say, yeah, I can do another 4 or 6 reps, okay? On the higher reps, you have to wait until, okay, that's it, okay? You have to wait on the higher reps until your mind and body are prepared to go through this 2 or 3 zones to complete exhaustion. So whatever rest is necessary, you take. But rest is subtle, okay? Rest is not turning off your mind, okay? Okay, I'm not training. No, rest is preparation. You have not left the ring. You are like a fighter sitting on his stool who just came off his round. The opponent is still directly across from him. He knows the bell is going to go off again, and he's going to have to walk to the middle of the ring. Rest is not time off for your mind. Rest is preparation for the next round. You do this program for 6 weeks, you will have a different arm, But more importantly, you will find out just how tough you are. Because, as I say, in regular life, you never get pushed. You never get pushed. This is going to push you. If you do it right, you're pushing back. And you find out a lot about yourself. It makes you feel good to know that, yes, I can push back, okay? All right, well, that's your arm program for the week. We will see you Monday with another spin on things. It'll be an interesting subject. We bring over 50 years experience that I've been training, which is different than the other trainers, okay? The other trainers have a lot of knowledge, but they haven't been on the court for 50 years, okay? You cannot buy or read about what I've experienced over 50 years, and I transfer that to you. So communicate with us at MaloneyMethod@gmail.com. That's Maloney with an O. MaloneyMethod@gmail.com. I thank you for joining us. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you Monday.